Okay, so what we have here is a WPL d42 van, and I did some little modifications to it. I made it into a little replica of the A-Team van driven by B.A. Baracus, and you could sort of see him inside there, Mr. T, just a Mr. T figure. And this van is not really conducive to having figures being put inside. I do a lot of cutting of the interior. I actually cut out the chair and also the floor that's underneath the chair in order to fit him in. And you can sort of see he's reclining sort of in the back seat area there. He's sort of laying back and relaxed, that sort of thing. I really do like this platform because it has a kind of a flat chassis you can see underneath, and the whole chassis, the gray chassis that you see underneath, just unscrews with 6 screws, and you just unplug the lights. And I'm actually thinking about maybe using this chassis eventually for, like, say, making a 1/12 scale plastic model car, radio controlled. You can see that it's a rear wheel drive platform. People have converted these to all-wheel drive, but I kind of like the suspension the way it is, and plus I wanted kind of a muscle van sort of look. So for extra traction, I put these dually rear wheels on there. I got them off of Amazon. And also off of Amazon, I got the directional lights. I didn't get the brake lights and the reverse light kit. They didn't sell those on Amazon. You can order those directly from WPL. What I did with this, you can see from the paint, that sort of thing. I did all the A-Team sort of look. And then I also made the doors opening. So you just give them a little pull, and I put some little hinges inside here, and you can see Mr. T, aka B.A. Baracus, his feet have some room there. I actually had to do some cutting out of the floor over here, so he's actually sitting on the wheel well area down inside there, and sitting on top of some of the wires for the lights, that sort of thing. Both the doors open. They are held closed with these little magnets over here. And again, I put the hinges. The front, because I did a lot of cutting, the body's a little more flimsy, so you have to be careful of that. You can see a couple of hinges right here. And we have opening side windows in case he needs a little ventilation, that sort of thing. And then also the rear doors, you can pull them out. They're held by magnets, and then you can slide them out. And then I put a little bracket up on the top so that you can slide it back into place. I actually cut down the rear seat just because if there were any passengers in the back, I put Mr. T back there. His head was hitting up on the ceiling, so I cut down the seat a little bit. And this is some of the wiring that goes to the rear directional. So this one has the directional kit, so it has the front directional, the side marker directional, and also the rear directional that works. Got that off of Amazon. So the way this goes back, and you can see there's a couple little magnets right over here. Okay, a little magnet tab, and then these are the tabs that came in the van, so I used those just to sort of secure the door. You can see where there's a couple of little slits over here where they slide into, and you'll also notice there's a couple holes here and here, and there were a couple of little pegs, and I snipped them off just because they would actually hold when this was all together. This is actually a 2-part body. You can see the separation right here, and this door was actually part of the rear half of the body, and the little pegs plus these tabs would actually go into this B pillar here and actually secure the rear half of the body to the front half of the body. So what I do now, so you can see I put little slides. The way I accomplished this is by having a little slit on the top here, and then I made these little brackets right here on top, and then they just slide right inside there. And then to put this back in, it's a little bit of exercise, but I just slipped the little tabs in there. I wanted it kind of secure just so it doesn't fall out when I'm driving it around. And then I just push in the back end of the door, and then it's held with the magnets, and there's a little bit of glue here. There we go. I gotta trim off some of the glue. So that's how that's held, like that. And then also, this is still gluing. Hopefully it works. But I got the opening rear window also. And then, got an opening rear hatch too. And I cut down this seat as well, just in case if we want to put anyone on the back. And I got the little wing on the top here. You can see the wing. This is made out of aluminum sheet that I had. And then a couple hinges for the glass. And then there's a couple hinges in here for the hatch itself. And then, wiring here for the directionals. The directionals sneak up here in this housing here. This opens up, and then you can put in your tail lights and also reverse lights. There's 3 different little places for mini LEDs to be put in. And same thing on the other side. That sort of thing. Door opens, that sort of deal. Here we go. And then, if we got some really skinny legs, we could probably fit someone inside there. That sort of deal. Okay. And then there's Mr. T, B.A. Baracus. He's got his hand on the shifter. He's gonna steer, kind of cruise back, laying back there. Got the windows open if you need some air, that sort of thing. So I wanted to go with the muscle car look, but you can see the suspension is actually pretty cool. When you drive it around, it actually is really nice because it dives and, it has a little bit of body roll that seems kind of authentic. This was just like a random piece of plastic that I found around the house. So I just tied that on the front to make sort of a brush guard. I know that the real 18 van is the brush guard's black, but I kind of like the contrast, so I'm going to leave this color. It's pretty cool the way that they have this kit set up because it comes with the little mirrors, wipers, the little handles are separate, that sort of thing. I did paint over this rear window just so I could do the body color and the stripe, that sort of thing. Comes with some nice stickers. You can see some of the little detail stickers like on the windshield, that sort of thing. Also a little sticker here. Everyone complains about this one. This is kind of a pain in the butt to put this sticker in because of the way that stickers are designed. I might put a couple more of the stickers on, but that's about it. And it's kind of cool. I don't know, I didn't try this with the single rear wheels, but with the dually rear wheel setup, if you go in reverse and then you jam it into forward, this van does do a wheelie, and enough such that the back bumper actually drags on the ground a little bit. But be careful, on a hard landing, the bottom ball joint will pop out of the control arm. But you can see it's fairly soft. I like this though. I was thinking of actually, because of the extra weight of the Mr. T figure, I was actually thinking about mounting a spring like up here and then attaching it to this upper arm right here. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. I know some people put shocks, that sort of thing, but I'm just working with the parts that I have on hand, that sort of thing. So that is it for the little vehicle. And after this, I'll have like a little slideshow of the different assembly procedures I did, how I cut out the doors and that sort of thing as I slowly assembled this. So that's it. Got to mention also, I elongated the slots for the seats. So actually this has adjustable front seats. So you can slide them forward and backward, that sort of thing. Get a little bit more room for somebody to fit in the front there.